Well, it is an active night, and I know some of you may be heading out for any festivities that are going on over the next several hours. Circle of Lights, for example. 31 is the current temperature. There is still a little bit of a breeze out there, but it's not nearly as strong as it has been. So there's still a wind chill, but it's not terribly cold, although I say that as I'm here in the warm studio. 23 is the current wind chill. So if you're going to be out and about over the next several hours, bundle up for sure. I want to take you through Future Track and talk about some of the changes that we've been seeing in some of the latest model runs. Temperatures over the next several hours will be in the 20s. This means it's going to stay cold overnight and likely will be at freezing or well below freezing as snow begins to arrive. The reason I'm mentioning that is because this isn't going to be a rain changing over to snow scenario. Once it starts, it will likely fall as snow and will continue falling as snow until we warm up and then go back to rain. That's going to be our biggest concern. Here's 10 a.m. Snow likely ongoing at that point. Light snow to start, and then we could get some moderate snow once we get past about midday into the afternoon. I think the heaviest snow will actually fall sometime during the mid to late afternoon, right as the sun is setting. Looks like the heaviest moisture is going to be moving in at that point. Notice the temperatures, though, starting to creep up a bit in some of our southern communities, and then everyone will start to warm up. I think after about 6 o'clock, we'll start to see a transition to rain or a little rain-snow mix. Some of the snow that has already fallen will melt, or it will also be rained on top of. That's going to create a slushy mess. I think tomorrow afternoon through the evening is going to be about the most difficult travel time, especially if you're heading north. There could be some significant snow totals that are going to start to pop up as we get maybe north of Lafayette, say Logansport, areas in northern Indiana. Look at the temperatures here. 40 degrees possible by late tomorrow night. That means everything will transition. And I showed you this a bit earlier. From 1 a.m. near 40, watch what happens is just a few hours later, 6 hours later, we're down into the 20s. That means that anything that's been out there as far as snow, mixing with rain, slush, things that can't drain because there's a bit of snow blocking the drains, that may freeze over as we get into Sunday. Now, temperatures may bump up a little bit once we get into the afternoon to near 30, but they're going to stay below freezing, and cold winds are going to continue to drive the temperatures down so that by late Sunday night and into early Monday morning, temperatures are significantly colder. So we're really talking about a freeze coming in after this mess moves on by. Here's what the potential models are showing. Now, this is one model, but I've seen a couple that maybe nudge this a little farther to the north, but really squeeze this down so that you go from a lot of snow to no snow very dramatically. I'm going to hold off on that for now, but I am watching it. Here's our map that we've been going with. We've kind of stuck with this. Sometimes in this kind of situation, it helps to stick to your guns until you see a huge trend begin to take over. Right now, we've kind of seen a little bit of back and forth, and keep in mind that rain is going to cause some problems. I wanted to show you a wider view because I know people are going to be traveling. The heaviest snow will certainly be to the north and west. Maybe you're headed to Chicago. This is by Saturday night. Certainly going to see some difficult travel between Indy and Chicago, Interstate 65, 80, 94. That's going to be a big problem for tomorrow afternoon especially. Watch for that. As far as what to expect in the 7-day forecast, Sunday, those temperatures will be dropping, and we'll likely see teens for our morning temperatures on Monday. Anything that is left over will freeze pretty quickly if it's not been treated. Snow possible on Monday and on Tuesday.